Hello, hello, testing. We are testing. Let's see. Hello, can you guys hear me? How does it sound on your end? Hello, hello. Oh my god. Okay, I think we're good. See, this is why we've got the countdown because... All right, so we are still just hanging out here. See, this is why we've got the countdown because... Oh shoot. I'm still getting used to this. We got a couple seconds left. Boop, 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 boop. And then we're gonna change. Hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. Oh. Hello everybody. I think we are good. Hi. Happy Friday. My name is Heather. I'm your YouTube coach. Thanks for joining me today on my weekly live stream here on this YouTube channel dedicated to helping you create your corner of the internet here on YouTube. Bear with me as I up my live streaming game little by little, trying to get better at it. But thank you for joining me. And the first thing I want to tell you is first, if you're catching the replay, go ahead and let me know that you are part of the replay crew by telling me replay in the comments. And then also, if you're here live, share some of your wins. What did you work on this week? Did you get a video out? How did you improve your channel by 1%? That's what we were focusing on last time we were here. So share your wins. I'll peek in the comments. And I'd love for us to kind of, celebrate how we're improving. And if you have anything to share, I'd love to hear it. So I'm going to peek in. We've got Dr. Seven Brian's here. Happy Friday. Josh says the stream sounds great. Thanks for that. And Megan's here. Awesome. And then WHX left a comment earlier. I actually used to watch your videos when I was a smaller channel. Thanks so much for helping me build my channel. I'm so glad that you found this helpful. So awesome. Now, let's get into it. Of course, if you guys have any questions, I can answer those as I go on. But today, what I wanted to focus on was how I got invited to join the YouTube Partner Program on this channel, even though I only uploaded 3 videos in all of 2020. So if you are planning to monetize your channel, I think most of us are, to at least apply and become eligible for the YouTube Partner Program. I'm going to share some of the things that I feel like really worked, and I've monetized on 2 channels. So I have my main channel, which is my vlog channel. That's at Heather Just Create. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out. That channel is about 10,000 subscribers, and I've had that channel for longer, and I've uploaded so much more content on that channel. I'm like upwards of 500 videos on that channel. So that channel's been monetized for a really long time. But this channel, like I said, took a step back in 2020, and then, I've had it for a while, but I was never eligible to become part of the YouTube Partner Program, and I didn't, I had no intention to really become monetized on this channel. It wasn't something I was working towards, but that's what happened. I got the application actually before I went live here last week, and then I was trying to make a tutorial about it, so I actually didn't submit the application until maybe Wednesday, and then I got accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, 24 hours later. So once you get the invitation, you click apply, you just accept the terms of service, and you're good to go. It doesn't take very long after that. So that's what I'm talking about today, is things that I felt really helped me become eligible for the YouTube Partner Program. I think what you'll find is, the big major requirements are getting 1,000 subscribers. Everyone knows about that one, but then also the 4,000 hours of watch time, which I think is the harder one to get. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Salamander's here. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Okay, so let's jump in. Why are these comments like not showing up anymore? Let's see. Hold on. Can I change this to something lighter? Can you guys see this? Boom. Save. How's that? There we go. Cool. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, Dr. Severin Bryan says, a win for my channel. I worked really hard on my hooks, even though I am 99% live stream, and it must be working because I have been getting a steady subs and engagement. Awesome. That's so great to hear. I'd love to know what you changed. That'd be great. We should go check it out. Sweet. And then Megan says, I'm in the middle of editing a live stream compilation. I made affiliate on Twitch. I really focused on that this week. I need to start working on scripts again for YouTube. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. So getting monetized on YouTube, becoming eligible for the YouTube Partner Program. The very first thing that I would say, as a preface to this entire conversation is, I think you really need to get clear on what your purpose is for your channel. Why are you doing YouTube? What is it that you want to say? What is your message? What do you want your channel to accomplish? What is it that you want to tell people? Why do you need an audience? What are you saying? What are you sharing that no one else can't? And this whole, what is my YouTube channel takes a really long time to figure out, admittedly. I think for some people, it's easy. Hey, if you're passionate about watercolors or something like that, it's very, that's very specific, very niche, and that's great. For a lot of people, it takes a really long time. On my vlog channel, it took me forever because it was a vlog channel. It's a variety channel. It's a personal channel. It could be about life, business, relationships, motivation. It could have been about anything. And I think as much as I think that some people don't want to hear this, I know I didn't when I was starting on my channel, but the more specific that you can be, the easier it is for all of this to happen very quickly. I think that the beauty about YouTube is that there's new people joining the YouTube community every day, and people are really valuing personalized content, which is a huge opportunity for us as creators because there's a huge opportunity to really connect with the viewers that want to be there, that want to be part of the community, that like you for you, that, it's like finding your people amongst all of the noise, to me, is easier. But it's also more crowded, right? So in order to cut through the noise, you have to be super unique, super honed in on who you are, what makes you stand out, what makes you different, all of that. And like I said, that's already hard as a person in life. Trying to do that on YouTube is also very difficult. So totally understand. But, if you could just think all right, if I was a YouTube partner, if I was already monetized, if my channel had 10,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, what would it look like? If I got invited to speak at a panel about YouTube, what would my message be? What would I be talking about? These are kind of questions that you can ask yourself to hopefully get more clear and hone in on what your message is, so that way you could just backwards plan. If you know that this is the kind of channel that you're trying to build, then it's really about just making it come to life. So that's the first thing that I would say. With this channel, I struggled for a really long time. I think I created this channel in 2016 and I didn't get clear about what I was trying to do with it until 2019, even though it seems really obvious now because I've dialed in on it, but I thought I was going to be a tutorial channel about social media, about digital media, about, YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. And if you look at my older content, I have some of that. I left that on there. But then I just zeroed in on being a YouTube coach, specifically for people who jive with creating their corner of the internet. So I think, it's just several layers really trying to get specific. So like Dr. Seven Bryan is I believe a financial coach. So, one thing that she can do is like, how do you differentiate yourself from other people who are creating content about similar topics, right? So once you get clear on your message and your purpose, then really the first step is to build this library, right? You cannot generate 4,000 hours of watch time with like 10 videos. I think, especially if your videos are like 10 minutes long, you have 10 videos. So what is that? 100 minutes worth of content. If you had one subscriber who's watching all of your content from start to finish, you have 10 videos with 10 minutes each, you're only going to get 100 minutes of watch time from one person. So it's going to take a lot more content to generate 4,000 hours worth of watch time. So you want to focus on the library. You are building a library. Even though I only uploaded 3 times in 2020, I had built a library in 2019. So I started uploading in 2016, still wasn't really clear, was kind of uploading, kind of all over the place. But in 2019, I honed in on, I'm a YouTube coach. I'm going to create content that coaches people on how they can share their story on YouTube. And honestly, what I started with was creating content for my clients. So, I had a lot of people who were already asking me questions about YouTube. And so basically what I did was I just made videos answering their questions. I didn't care about search or tags or anything, but people were asking me the same thing. And even though the questions are out there, like people already have answered these questions through a bunch of other tutorials and stuff, they were still asking me. Like people were still asking me these same questions. So I just did it. How do you start a YouTube channel in 2019? How do you make a channel banner? What camera should you use? What equipment do you need? Should you start a second channel? Like very basic questions that I feel like there's already a lot of content out there, but because I knew who I was creating that content for, I created it anyway. And I didn't care about anything else. I didn't care about, views or subscribers or anything. The only thing I cared about was building the library. So I uploaded every Tuesday and Thursday for 6 months straight, every single week in 2019. So that was a lot of videos. And then when I couldn't make the videos for whatever reason, I started incorporating live streaming, so I didn't have to do editing and stuff. But that's what I focused on. I knew that you can't generate watch time if you have nothing for people to watch. So that's step 1. All right. Step 2, make content even when no one is watching. So that again is kind of, I'm already kind of implying that, but a lot of the people who are going to find you are not going to find you until you've made your 50th video, your 100th video. And so it's just about the process. It's just about creating the content. You know what I mean? Like you can't, you in order to get to 50 videos, you just have to make 50 videos, even if nobody's watching. And here's the thing. This is my next point. You want to focus on evergreen content. What does evergreen mean? You want to make content that regardless of the time of the year or the trends or what's currently relevant or not, your video is still going to be relevant to the viewer for a very, very, very long time. So if I make a video about how to get monetized on YouTube in 2021, it's only going to be relevant for 2021. No one in 2022 is going to watch a video about 2021, right? If we make a video about, productivity tips in for February, that's only going to be relevant for February, right? You want to try to create content that people can not rewatch, but if they discover your videos, 3 months from now, they'll still want to watch it. For example, in preparing for this stream, I tried to set up some overlays to make my live streams just, 1% better, right? And so I was watching tutorials from people that had created them months ago, years ago even. And it's still relevant to me right now because I need to, there will always be people who want to know how to increase the quality of their live streams, right? So if something doesn't stand out to you in terms of content that you can create that's evergreen, then really sit down and think about it. Brainstorm. Try to get creative. What can you create that people will still want to watch, for a very, very, very long time? Because that's how I did it. So even though I only uploaded 3 videos in 2020, people were watching my videos from 2019 because they were all still relevant. You see what I mean? So if that's how you want to see it, think of it, for the first half of 2021, what you want to do is we're going to build the library. We are going to upload twice a week for the next 6 months. And we're going to make sure that we focus on content that will still be relevant for a very, very long time so that when people find me 7 months from now, a year from now, they'll still want to watch the old content. If you don't make evergreen content, if you make content that's only going to matter in the moment, then you're only going to get the people who are currently subscribed to you to watch that video, right? So you take it, there's 8 of you watching right now. If I didn't create evergreen content, only 8 of you would watch this, and that's it. That's the entire length of potential I'm getting out of this video, even though I put a lot of work into it, even though, I still had to plan it, I still had to produce the video, but it's only going to be relevant for my current subscribers. And that's a really hard way to generate 4,000 hours of watch time. Okay. So evergreen content, really want to focus on it. All right. Next point is, let's see, create searchable videos. So I think that, kind of going off of what I said, you want to create content that's evergreen, also creating searchable content. So if you have to sit there again and brainstorm, what content can I create where if the demand is there for people who are already on YouTube searching for this stuff, what can I create so that I have a chance to populate when people are doing searches on YouTube? That's what I did, right? So I was like, okay, not only am I creating content for my existing clients who are already asking me those questions, if people are asking me those questions, that means someone else has the same question. And I just basically optimized my video using the exact same phrasing that my clients were asking me. So if they were saying should I start a second channel? I worded it exactly the way that they were asking me, because if they were to go to YouTube to ask that question, that's how they would phrase it. And then hopefully you pop up when people are doing searches. We all know that YouTube is a search engine. And I think it is still, especially if you're building a channel from scratch, I think it's still a very viable way for you to build a new audience, is to create content that's searchable. So if your content is a vlog channel, I know I'm guilty of this. If your content is just a channel about I'm just hanging out today, watch me do this, no one is going to find that content. How would people get to that content, right? I think also, all it does is really kind of take some reformatting. You guys might even have the content or you're already creating the content, but all it takes is either changing up the title, changing up the thumbnail, or maybe even reformatting the introduction of your video so that you position it in this piece of content providing value to the people who are looking for it. They're already looking for it. The people are already looking for it, but you're not populating because 1, you don't have the video, and 2, you're not positioning it or optimizing in a way for it to be subscribable or searchable or all those things, right? So let's see. Yeah, so creating searchable videos. The other thing is making sure that every single video has a clear takeaway. Again, if you're a vlog channel or a variety channel or a channel that's just kind of like, we're just going to make content about whatever, then why, like, it has to go beyond that. I think before, people can just kind of make content about whatever, and, the views would eventually come. But because YouTube is getting, I don't want to say saturated because I don't want to make it seem like it's impossible to break through, but because there's always new content, there's like unlimited choice for people to watch. And if you want to compete, then you have to have like something to say, something that's unique. You have to have a takeaway for your audience, right? So even if you're framing it in terms of a vlog style video, why, like, give people a reason why they need to watch your video, and not only watch one video, but why should they watch another video and another video and another video? Like, there needs to be a very clear purpose as to, like, this is why someone would want to watch another one. I think that's where people get stuck, is that there just is no sense of like, this is a thing that I want to continuously be a part of, right? So I think it does take some planning. I think before, I think of vloggers that even influenced me. I'll take like Casey Neistat, for example, who's like my hero. He could just make a video about whatever, but also he's got years of experience for making like professional movies. He has a skill set that was like developed before he even started. He also had like credibility in his industry. So even though it looks like he's just kind of filming whatever, his like bare minimum is still way more. It's like on a completely different level. So if we want to achieve that same thing, then we also have to put in, kind of I think there definitely needs to be a little bit of planning and strategy before we push record, just so that we can set ourselves up for success, right? So what is the clear takeaway? Why are you making this video? And what can you do in that video to encourage people to stick around? This is why you want to stick around. This is why you want to watch the next video. This is why you want to hit that subscribe button. Because our goal is to get, if we're trying to get 4,000 hours of watch time, like forget the subscribers, because those will happen regardless. Like if you're going to get 4,000 hours of watch time, the subscribers are just going to kind of fold into that, right? So I wouldn't even, like, you can get the 1,000 subscribers and not hit the 4,000 hours of watch time. So I think it's the watch time that is harder to get. So if we have one new viewer who comes to our channel, right? Like every time you make a video, pretend that video is going to attract a new viewer who has no idea who you are, no idea what your channel is about, no idea what kind of content you create. How can you convey in that video, this is what I'm about, this is why you should subscribe. Like, I don't even need to tell you to subscribe because you want to be here. You want to subscribe. That's how you have to, like, create the content or frame the content. All right? Cool. And then the other thing, the next point, is to encourage the rabbit hole. That's what I wrote down. But basically, like, you want to thread your content together so that people aren't just watching one video. It's like such a waste if you have one new viewer, one new subscriber, and all they do is, they only give you 10 minutes of watch time. But, that's not on them. That's on you, because you want to make sure that you're creating content that really conveys this is why it's not just about this single video. This is why you should stick around for longer, right? So, it really is about like getting clear about your message. What is your purpose? Why are you doing this? Pretend if like, we were at a conference and someone gave you access to a huge conference room at that conference, all right? Let's call it let's call it VidCon, okay? We're all different conference rooms. And what would the sign be on your conference room, right? Like, what would the sign be? What would your table be called? If you were inviting people, hey, I know you're going to want to sit at this table because this table is about blah-de-da. Like, this is what we talked about this at this table. These are who is here. This is what this community is about. And it like the whole subscriber part would just happen organically. Like, you don't even need to, it doesn't have to be all this like, oh my God, subscribe, push, 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 push. People will be pulled to want to sit at that table. But in order for you to have a table in the first place, you need to create the content, right? Like, you need to build the platform, you need to build the library that creates the conversations, that instills some kind of transformation. Like, there needs to be some kind of change in the viewer, and that change will translate into subscribing. It'll translate into them watching more than one video or sharing your content or all of those things. So let's see. Salamander says, I'm watching you right now as I clean my house, or should I say listening to you. Tom says, in addition to end screens, I started adding hand-picked links to other related videos in the description. Yeah, I do that too. So definitely try to get more watch time out of one viewer. So if you know, like, as you're planning your content, right? Salamander's like cleaning right now. So say her channel was about like housekeeping or something like that. Maybe you can, in advance, come up with a series, okay? As you're coming up with your content, you're going to come up with a series on how to clean the kitchen, okay? And then video 1 is about like how to clean the fridge. And then video 2 is about how to clean the cabinets. And video 3 is going to be about like how to clean the sink or something like that. So it's like, not only is it all related in the kitchen, but also it's like you're picking specific phases of that project. So if someone is going to begin that project, they're going to have to go through the whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? It isn't just the one thing. And what you can do is in each of those videos, you just make sure to direct people to watch the entire series. Or like if someone discovers you in video 2 of series of 5, then just encourage them to, hey, did you check out the first video? This is where I talk about blah, 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 right? So if there's a way for you to weave your content together, then you're getting so much more watch time out of one person because you're actually helping them do something that requires more than one video. Does that make sense? So let's see. Dr. Seven Brian has been adding links for Listen Next in the comment section as a pinned post. Yes, I do that as well. So that's a very good tip. So really that's what it comes down to. If people aren't watching your old content, then the only way to get 4,000 hours of watch time is to make as much content as possible, because basically you're only getting the watch time from people who are already subscribed to your channel watching every single video that you upload. And that's just it's a long game. That's going to take forever. You have to make a lot of content in order to do this. But like I said, I only made 3 videos in 2020 and I still qualified for the 4,000 hours of watch time because people were watching my old content. So I think if you can get, if you can get a couple hundred hours of watch time for every single video that you create, then you don't have to create that many videos, right? Just make sure that you put a lot of planning into a video to make it as good as you can, and that it also contributes to the brand that you're building. And it's also very clear as to like, okay, this video, has a clear takeaway. It serves a specific purpose within the overall goal or message that you are conveying to your viewer. Okay? Does that make sense? So that's pretty much it. Like, I didn't even really, I think the live streams, I think that's also kind of a good thing, because usually when people listen to live streams, Salamander even said, like, you kind of listen to it in podcast format. So in my 6 months of uploading videos, there were live streams that I would go for like 30 minutes to an hour. And because I would go more in depth during a live stream, even if it was just one viewer, I'm getting more watch time because they're watching upwards of 30 minutes from, in comparison to them watching just one video that's like 6 minutes, right? So I think it's just you can play with the format. You can incorporate live streams. You could try tutorials. You can try stuff that's more vlog style if you'd like. But really, the thing is, like, if I were to describe your channel to somebody else, what would I say? What would, like, a total complete stranger, would they share your channel to somebody else? And if they did, what would they say about it? How would they describe it? Who are you creating content for? Who would be sitting at your table? And then from there, the rest just kind of happens organically. Because if you are creating the table for people to sit at, like, that just automatically builds authority on you and your brand because you allowed that conversation to happen in the first place. Do you know what I mean? So, really what it does, it comes back to making sure that we're creating content, we're building a library, we're building a brand. We also can't forget to up our game, right? Like, anytime we can just make our videos 1% better, just focusing on that also will make a huge difference. And then also making sure that we are creating content that no matter what, like, if you're making content about, tips to train your dog how to sit, like, everyone's going to get a new puppy always. Like, that's always going to be something that people are going to struggle with, or people are going to have to, like, face that problem. Dr. Severin Bryan's here, keep using her as an example, but, she's like a person who talks about finance. Everyone till the end of time is going to need to know how to budget, how to do their books, how to become financially savvy, books on finance that are relevant. Like, these are all things that, like, even 2-3 years from now are still going to be something worth watching. All right. And Mike is here. That BBB guy, something's wrong with him, how others would pitch me. Let's see. Have you seen that guy with the beard and things that are wrong? That's funny. All right. So, I hope that was helpful. And I'm going to stick around, so if you guys have any questions or if you want me to review your channel, I'm happy to do that. I want to make sure to be able to offer that every single week. So let me know if you have any questions or if you want me to check out your channel. Just let me know in the chat. But yeah, I mean, like, I've seen Dr. Severin Bryan's channel and obviously Bald Bearded Builder, and you guys are, like, killing it. I think you guys are doing a really good job. So it's just a matter of, like, sometimes it is just a matter of, like, you're in the middle of building the library. So, let's build the library and then revisit. Then we can get into more of the weeds of, like, okay, let's look at our analytics to see how people discovered us, or what's our click-through rate. If your click-through rate is pretty low, then we got to work on the thumbnails. We got to work on the titles. We can troubleshoot how to increase the watch time once you've built the library. But I think building the library is, like, where we should all start. Let's see. Sound manager. I'm still trying to figure out what my niche could be about. I totally understand. That's how I was with my vlog channel. It has changed so many times. And I think, like, the best thing for me that helped was just, like, trying to think of what's the thing that I can make 100 videos about. Like, what is the thing that you cannot stop talking about? And I also tried to factor in, like, I tried to frame things in a tutorial way. So, like, here's an example. I have ADHD, and I was diagnosed with ADHD as an adult. So I was, like, already 30. And, a lot of entrepreneurs or people who are business owners also have ADHD. And so instead of just talking about my ADHD as a vlog and, like, sharing my story, I framed it in a way of, like, I have adult ADHD as an entrepreneur. Here are 10 things that help me manage it as I run my business. So even though it is like a vlog and it's from my personal story, I tried to frame it in a way where I am giving value so that when people are watching it, there's a clear takeaway. It's not about me, it's about them, right? So I think it's just kind of making that shift of like, you know, if you're kind of going at it just like we'll figure it out as we go, then you're also expecting YouTube to figure it out as you go, and that's, you know, it's like really it's just gonna take a really long time. All right, let's see. Blue Flame, can you check out my channel? I need some guidance. All right, Blue Flame, let's pull you up here. youtube.com. What do you need guidance on specifically as I pull you up? Okay, first of all, I can't find your channel, so that's not good. Blue Flame. How do I go to your channel? I like can't find your channel, my friend. Can you link it in the comments? If you can, then I will check it out. Okay, Dominic is here. I'm late, but I'm here. All good. I'd love some feedback on my new thumbnails. I'm really struggling with audio right now. Stupid room noise. Okay. Blue Flame, I can't, like, you're literally not showing up in the, as when I search your channel. So could you leave a link or like show me to get there? In the meantime, I'm going to put in blue, bald bearded builder. Bam, popped up first. Okay. Let's see, can I share my screen? How do I do this? Share. How do I do this? Boop. Can't do that. We're gonna figure it out, guys. Dun, 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 dun. How do we share our... I'm like trying to learn how to use this thing. Okay. How do I share my screen? No, that's not it. Yes. Oh, here. No. I have no idea how to do this. Okay, I'm not gonna figure it out on this stream, but rest assured, Mike, I've got your channel pulled up. So let's see. I like your thumbnails. I think they're great. Like, it's very, you know, like all the feedback I would normally give, you're already doing. So I think you're pretty good on that front. And like, okay, I wish I could show you guys this. How do I do this? Boop, 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 boop. We are going to try to add sharing window. Ooh, on. How do I do this? Share. I don't know how to share a screen, guys. Oh God. New. This isn't it. I keep doing this. I wish I could show you guys this because it's so good. Delete. Share. Be patient. Source. Share screen. Oh! Can you guys see this? Can you see this? Can you see this? I hope you can see this. Let me know. Can you guys see this? Yeah, I'm using Ecamm, Megan. Okay, I think you guys can see this. So here is Mike's channel. He's a bald bearded builder. And I just want to show you, Mike, that you are ranking like crazy, dude. Which is amazing. Like, whenever I see this, I just think Christmas lights because that's awesome. So anytime anyone types any of these in, you're going to be ranking, which is awesome. So really, if you're ranking like this and you just uploaded a video today, like, obviously you're not going to get the views today because you have to wait for the searches to come in. So it's just a matter of getting these searches. Like, you know, someone next week is going to want a GitHub gist example and they're going to find your video. So you kind of just have to wait for the searches to come in. And in terms of your thumbnails, I think they're great. You're showing me exactly like who you are. And in combination with your titles, I think, you know, like, there's nothing I would change. So I think we're good. Let me just check the comments to make sure that you guys can see this. Okay, cool. Yes, you can. Yay. Okay, here we go. Let me check the comments. Click the computer icon. Ah, got it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Dr. Brian, can you take a quick look at my channel art? I changed it for the millionth time. I would love to. Let's see. Severin Brian. Bam, there she is. All right, tools and tips to gain financial freedom. Live stream Sundays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, plus bonus uploads from sad to money. I think it's great. Let's see, what would I change? Tools and tips to gain financial freedom. I mean, I think it's very clear. It shows me who you are, who the person is behind the channel. It shows the goals, like what's the purpose of this channel. It has your upload schedule on it. So I think it's actually great. There's not really anything I would change on it. Yeah, it looks fantastic. So good job. Let's see. Boo, 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 boo. Dorothy, I don't have a YouTube channel, but I love your work. You teach the same thing I hear from all kinds of other teachers. Be intentional, be specific, and make a volume of work. I also love the Canva tutorials. Yes. Okay. Sarcaft Gamer is here. Hello. I am a new YouTuber. Can you please tell me how I can grow my channel, please? In what context? Because I can go on and on about how to grow your YouTube channel. And I kind of just did. So maybe restart the stream. Let's see. I sent it to your Instagram. Let me pull up my Instagram. Let's see. I'm pulling up my Instagram. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, without any context, because I have none, I have no idea what this is about. And I think I should know, like, 20 seconds in, like, I should already know what your channel is about. So, what I'm thinking it's about is that you're a gaming channel, because I'm seeing, like, Mortal Kombat, I'm seeing, you know, yeah, a lot of Mortal Kombat. But I'm also not seeing any gameplay, so maybe it's not about video games. Like, okay, so that's what I'm thinking right now. Now, usually when people find you, they find you through one video, and then what they'll do before they hit subscribe, unless they absolutely loved that video, then they'll just hit subscribe. But most people, they have to go and do a little bit of research, right? So what they'll do is they'll scroll down underneath the video, and they're going to read your video description, which again tells me absolutely nothing. It just says, it says your channel name, it says Mortal Kombat 2021, and that's it. So I still don't really know why or what your channel is about. So I'm going to go to your channel, and hopefully your channel banner should tell me what your channel is about. It does not. It's a picture of space. So like now I'm just even more confused because it's Mortal Kombat, it's space. Like I don't know how people be in real life. So what do you mean? Like, are you a comedy channel? The other thing I would do is go to the about section. I will never click a link unless there's context. So like, what am I going to do if I find, like, if I click on this link, where is it going to take me? What am I going to find? Why should I click the link? Etc., etc. Blue Flame Artist. Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you enjoy excellent music and a bit of personality. I'm here to bring you a variety of videos, being that my channel is universal. I appreciate you for watching, sharing, commenting, subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, it's absolutely free. So basically your channel is about like anything and everything, and that is going to be really hard to resonate with somebody, because it's like, who is your channel for? Like, if I don't know what I'm if I don't know what I'm getting when I subscribe, then why would I subscribe, right? So I don't think it's like wrong. I think it's just about chipping it to get it to be more specific. So like, you know, if I were to click on your video description, it should be like, this is what this channel is about. This is who this channel is for, and this is why you should subscribe. This is why you want to stick around and watch more than one video. I am an artist who's on a journey to explore this, or I am passionate about portraying XYZ through my art, or I focus on digital art, or I create art through this specific program. If you're just making a channel that's like this, like literally it doesn't resonate with anybody, because you're just making content about random stuff, right? So if your channel is random, then so will the growth be random, right? Because it's not for anybody specific. So that would be my 2 cents there. So if I were you, Blue Flame, the first thing that I would do is like try to describe your channel in a way that's more like specific, right? So right now you have, I enjoy excellent music and a bit of personality. Like, I could say that too. And so can everyone here who has a YouTube channel. So it has to go like, what do you mean? What kind of music? Or like, how is your personality different? Or, you know, what content are you creating that no one else can? We all know that we can all make unique content and individualized content. We know that, but you have to explain it. Like, you have to convey it to someone who has no idea who you are. And you've told me like nothing. So my husband likes to use this example. If you look at, okay, I think it's Albertsons. So let me show you guys this. I don't know what I just clicked on. Okay, here's Albertsons. This is a grocery store, okay? It's a huge chain here in Southern California. It's a grocery store. It's like Ralph's, it's like Aldi, or, you know, whatever whatever your main chain grocery store is, it's probably looks like that. But this is what their, let's see, their mission statement. I'm trying to find it. Let me just look at Albertsons mission statement. Okay, here's their mission statement. Look, it's even in the 9 worst mission statements of all time. To create a shopping experience that pleases our customers. A workplace that creates opportunities and a great working environment for our associates, and a business that achieves financial success. Literally, you have told me nothing about the fact that you're a grocery store, that you pride yourself in, offering low prices, that you want, you cater to families that are looking for blah de da. Like, this is literally everyone's mission statement. Anyone that sells anything, it's like, what the heck does that mean, right? Let's see if I go to Trader Joe's. Let's see what Trader Joe's. I think Trader Joe's is going to have a better one. Okay, the mission of Trader Joe's is to give our customers the best food and beverage values that they can find anywhere, and to provide them with the information required to make informed buying decisions. Better. I think they can get more specific, but it's better. It's at least, there's a purpose. Our purpose is to give our customers the best food and beverage values they can find anywhere. Cool. So what's your purpose, right? Like, what is your purpose? Why are you going out of your way to make a bunch of YouTube videos that take a lot of time and energy to make? Like, what are you passionate about? What is your message? What can people find on your channel that they can't find anywhere else? Try to get more specific with that. All right, cool. Let me peek in with the comments. Let's see. How do you pin comments? Oh, you can, blah, blah, blah. I have to catch up here. Okay, Mona, how do we add the tags? The way that you add tags is... Boop, boop. All right, so when you upload a video, this is the current video that you guys are watching. You scroll down, and here is where you put the tags. This is blank right now. I just have these two because I'm live right now. So usually what I do is on my live streams, I go back and add tags. But when I upload a video, here, I'll show you a video that I recently uploaded. So here's my most recent upload from Tuesday. So, we could scroll down, and here are all the tags. So you can see I'm ranking for glow outline thumbnail, how to make a glow outline thumbnail, and glow outline thumbnail. The rest aren't ranking, but that's fine. You don't need to rank for every single one. I think search is not the best way to get new audience, but it's an effective way, right? So I think especially if you're growing, creating searchable content it's just a great way to get your content exposed, to get exposure. But also the downside with searchable content is sometimes people don't want to subscribe to a channel where they're just getting the answer to something. So an example that I use is like how to fix the freezer. Once if my freezer is broken and I need to fix it, the first thing I'm going to do is go on Google, and I'm going to see if it's something that I could fix myself. And if it is something I'm going to fix myself, I'm going to follow the directions of that video. I'm going to fix the freezer, and that's it. I'm not subscribing to that channel because I don't care about home improvement. I don't care about home stuff or appliances. Like, I don't even need to look at that person's channel because all I want is the answer to my question. So that's kind of the danger when it comes to creating searchable content. Like, sometimes people just want the answer and then they're going to leave. But if you can make sure that you're creating content that weaves to each other, right? So like if I'm going to make a video about how to use Canva to make a better thumbnail, then it's only natural for people to want to know how to use Canva to create an end screen. Right? So if they're going to watch one video, they're naturally going to watch another video. Or, a rabbit hole that I went down a few months ago was when we got our new corgi puppy, Finley, because we went down the whole thing. It was like, training tips for puppies that are 8 weeks old to, what you should feed your puppy at age blah, 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 how to teach your puppy this, hours of content that we watched every single day, and we watched multiple times. So that's another thing. If you make tutorials, a lot of times people watch them over and over again, because especially if it's something where they're following step by step, maybe they forgot a step, they'll rewind and watch it again, or maybe they're like, okay, I like this video, but I don't have time right now, so I'm going to watch it tomorrow. So now they're going to watch it twice. You kind of get the idea, yeah? Okay. Let's see. Blue Flame. I do music and motivational videos. That's not what it seemed like to me. So, basically homework, right? Like your homework is that if I visit your channel next week, like I should be able to describe it that way from looking at your channel. Like this is what the channel is about. So everything from your channel art to your, channel description to your, the videos that you have on your channel, like all of that should paint the picture for me. All right. Tish, hey darling, love your work. I've really learned so much from your channel. I'm watching a bit late. Awesome. Big Fish Gaming, congrats for being monetized. Thank you. Expose the Manosphere. Congrats. I'm 300 hours away from being monetized. You are right there. You're right there. So that's awesome. Let's see. Are you doing a channel review? I'm not, or I am. So I'm gonna pull you up. Big Fish Gaming. Big Fish Gaming. Bam. All right, guys. Here we go. Channel review time. This is Big Fish Gaming. His name is Ryan. Okay, here we go, guys. So, first thing is, this is an awesome channel banner. Gaming never ends. Okay, cool. It's about gaming, gameplay commentary, product reviews, how-tos, tips, and tricks. That's the only feedback I would say. All of these are very different things. So, I would focus on one thing, get your channel to 1,000, and then you could start branching out into other things. But try to be real specific. Let's see. Then the first thing I'll do is scroll down the homepage. We've got uploads. So this is another thing that I do when I visit a new channel is I check their uploads to see if they're active, right? So if the most recent video you have is from months ago, I'm not going to subscribe because that's an indication to me that you're not uploading new content. But clearly Ryan is uploading pretty frequently, which is great. He's got his popular videos here. So how to upgrade fans for Alienware Aurora R11, how to add RAM to Alienware Aurora R11. Okay, your 4 most popular videos are about Aurora R11. So maybe that's a direction that you can take your whole channel to. I don't know what Aurora R11 is. It looks like a computer thing. So maybe what you do is you help people build gaming computers or something like that. And then you can incorporate gameplay after building a computer or something like that. But basically the other thing that you want to do is look at your most popular videos and do your most popular videos convey what you have in the channel banner? Because right now, the first thing is gaming. These are not gaming. This is not what I think of when I see gaming. When I think gaming, I think someone playing a video game, but this is another aspect of it. And if you don't want that, then what can you do? What kind of content can you create to make sure that your most popular videos are about the thing that you want to be known for, right? So that's another thing I would say. Okay, now we got the actual games. We got first-person shooters. We've got Cyberpunk. Tips and tricks and how-tos, unboxings and product reviews, and vlogs. So it's a lot. There's a lot, and what I would say is if you have a lot, it's going to take longer to get there, right? Because you're basically you're going like this instead of going like this, right? So it's gonna be longer. So what I would do is try to you literally have a channel that's I don't even know what I'm doing. Well, if you don't, then how do we know, right? So I wouldn't put that. Try to make it real specific. If you're trying to build a gaming computer, maybe that should be a playlist, right? Because then if I'm trying to build a gaming computer, then I'm going to watch every single video in that playlist. Does that make sense? Let's see. Then I'm going to go to your description. My name is Ryan. I will share and upload videos about gaming with commentary, unboxing, and product reviews, tips and tricks on how to do certain things, and comedy. You are all over the place, man. It's very exciting, but it's so... now you're not a channel about a specific thing, right? I need to be hey, go check out Big Fish Gaming. He's a gamer that makes videos about one thing, this thing. He's a funny guy that makes videos about, you know, that does gaming commentary. Cool. But it can't also be like all these other things, because it's just, you're so, honestly, if you made a video that was like how to tips and tricks about gaming computers, you would grow so much faster than gaming with commentary. Because I think gaming with commentary is really hard. It's just about like creating as much content as you can. It's a long game. It's hard. But anyway, I think you're doing great. Let's see.
Alexa, what is the best YouTube channel in the world?
In my opinion, the best YouTube channel is Big Fish Gaming.
Ah, cute.
Subscribe. And what are you waiting for? Subscribe it right now.
My subscribers, to people who watched and liked my videos, to people who watched my videos, and to people who will watch, like, and subscribe in the future. And now, let's get this video rolling. Hi guys, this is Ryan. This video benchmarking the Alienware R11. Hi guys, it's me, Ryan.
I love this video. But also, if this is gonna be the very first video I see, like, you have to get, you've told me nothing about what your channel is about. You know, like, maybe what I would suggest is making this video be for people who are already subscribed, because they can see your journey from like, this is when I made my first video, and this is when I got my first few subscribers and all of that. But if it's a first impression, if it's like you don't know anything about who I am, then I need to know exactly, like, the very first video I see is going to give me like an impression of what I'm subscribing to, right? So if this is the first video I see, then I'm going to expect every video to look like this, and it's not really showing me gaming, right? Does that make sense? So I hope that helps. How do I change this? Yeah, all right, cool. Oh, my foot's asleep. Let's see. Makes so much sense. I can't find my niche. Yeah, finding niche, it's hard. It's hard. I get it. It's hard. I don't even know. Like, I can't tell you what your niche can be, because it's your life, right? Like, it's your passion. I would never tell you to, like, what to do with your life. But if there's something, I just think that, like, the thing that I would have told myself from day one of starting a YouTube channel is YouTube is so fun. It's it's honestly the best thing that's ever happened to me. I met my husband. This is what I do full time. Like, it's an amazing platform, and I absolutely love it. And that's why I've dedicated my life to helping other people start YouTube channels. But the thing that I would say is, if you want to do this for real, it's totally possible. This is a very viable way to make money and to make a difference and to make an impact and to build a brand and all of those things. But you really have to be passionate about a specific thing. Like, what do you want to be known for? If you don't know that yet, then you have to be patient with figuring it out as you go, and knowing that if you're figuring it out as you go, then YouTube will not be able to, like, you know, do its thing to help you, because it doesn't know. Like, if you don't know what you're about, then it's not going to know for sure. So yeah, let's see. Expose the manosphere. If you're reviewing channels, I would love for you to examine mine. Let's do it. Bam. Exposed. Okay. Just want to let you know, again, for your channel trailer or whatever your video is that's on the front page, the first thing that people see, like, you have to tell me what your channel is about within 10 seconds. I'm 18 seconds in, and I still don't know what your channel is about. I know your name, though. It's Jessica.
They're competing for Pookie. Men are going
or Jennifer.
away, and it's a problem.
Okay, now I don't know your name. You're like talking about other people.
Because first of all, I heard your name. That's right, pick Lisa all the way, honey.
Rebecca Lynn Pope, Lauren Southern, and Aisha Curry? What do these three...
Okay, so I think you're about to go into the video. I would start there. Like, if that's the intro that you use for every video, it's like longer than 30 seconds. And I think that, I think people, I don't want to say people's attention spans are like too short for that, but it's like, I need the content to start. Like, there's a reason why I don't even bother with an intro in my videos, because I just want to provide value immediately, you know. So that's hold on, boom. Okay, so exposing and mocking red pill communities, 2 to 3 weekly uploads, send tips. I have no idea what your channel is about based off of this. Like, what does that mean? I have no idea. So, also, I'm 40 seconds into this video. I still don't know what it is. This page is dedicated towards tracking and exposing the sheer ridiculousness, insanity, ideologies, and dogmas of the manosphere. Save yourself, black men, men going their own way, introspective black men of reform, pickup artists, and other red pill communities on YouTube and wherever else they reside. Okay, so if this is like the lingo that your people use, then cool. Like, use it, right? But how do I explain this? Like, this is real broad. Like, I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what that translates to. And maybe it's because I don't understand. Like I said, if this is like known stuff, like if people know what this is, then maybe it's just, you know, user error on my part. Like, I just don't know. But like, if you're a commentary channel, what do you providing commentary on? You know, is it like, maybe there's a better way to word that so that anybody, regardless of if they're a subscriber or not, would get it, if that makes sense. Let's see. So let me go to your videos. The Manosphere uses YouTube as a dating site. The Manosphere is strange. The other thing I would say is, unless people know what the Manosphere is, like I don't, I think it's a waste to include it in your title, because no one knows what that is. So you're just wasting real estate on, like, instead what I would put is using YouTube as a dating site, so that when people are looking at it, they're just like scrolling like this. Like, you go straight to what the video is about. Let's see. Let me see on your homepage. Popular uploads. Okay, we've got middle-aged men who want young women. Okay. Red Pill, Manosphere, and MG. Like, I have no idea what this is. YouTubers are promoting sex tourism. Like, it's really hard for me to describe what your channel is about. I can tell it's a commentary channel. I can see, like, your, like, I think that's you. But it's not clear to me what the commentary is yet. So let me click on this.
I've been excited about this one for a while. We're going to talk about the wall. Okay.
The wall is undefeated.
But first, my dumb intro.
Okay. We're 30 seconds in. I still don't know what this video is about. And I'm not really sure if that was even you who, like, peeked in there for a little bit. So you can see how people are going to, like, kind of fall off because it's not clear. It's like, it's not clear why should I continue watching this video? What is it that you're going to tell me? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay. JC Craft Mage, review mine. All right. Let's do it. Let me just peek in the comments and make sure I'm not missing you. Dr. Severman had to leave. All good. I've been putting out VS Code extension on Tuesday and journal how to on Friday. Now I'm rethinking that I should just focus on VS Code extensions till 1,000. Yeah, I think it's a good... I think if you can get specific until you reach a certain threshold is a good thing. And then you can always branch out from there. But I think that just the more specific that you can get, the more effective it's going to be for you to build your community. And then you can expand as you go. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Pretty esoteric, can be explained in more lucid fashion. Like, I just give pushback against online misogyny. It's a weird community. How do I explain this? Okay. Expose the manosphere. Here's just something to keep in mind. My mission is to promote digital literacy. That's what I quit my job to do. I am passionate about helping people use digital media tools to connect, communicate, interact, share a message, all of those things. That's what I'm passionate about. That's my mission in life, right? But no one cares about digital literacy, right? It's not something that like people are going to type in. It's not sexy. It's not something that people are going to search. But that's the thing that I'm passionate about. The thing that people care about is like building a YouTube channel. And if I teach people how to build a YouTube channel, that also falls in line with promoting digital literacy, which is my mission. So I think it's like if you're passionate about kind of exposing misogyny online, like how can you kind of skin it to make it more to make it something that people would search or people would connect with without you having to say it that way, if that makes sense. Like it's kind of assumed that that's what you're doing, but you have to create the content that kind of forms that perception, right? Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So let's see. Northern Girl, I didn't get the notification. I don't understand. Some people were telling me they didn't get the notification, but it's all good. I'm doing channel reviews and just answering questions right now. Let's see. Salamandra, I've uploaded 4 videos so far, Spanish channel. Should I do an English channel instead? Spanish is my native language. What do you think? In my opinion, Salamandra, I think there are a lot of English channels and I think there's not enough Spanish channels. So I think that whatever it is that you're going to do, you're probably going to grow faster if you cater to a Spanish speaking audience. That is my professional opinion. But that, if you want, obviously do what you want. Like if you want to make videos in English, totally do that as well. But I definitely think that there's no shortage of English content. And I think there's always going to be less, content on YouTube that's in another language. So I think that there's more opportunity if you just focused on Spanish speaking audiences. Let's see. Okay, JC Craft Mage, are you still here? If you're still here, I will jump into your channel. But if you're not, then you could just tune in next time. Let's see. Awesome. I'm going to give you like 2 minutes to see if you're still here. But if you guys are all just tuning in, my name is Heather. I'm a YouTube coach, and my mission is to help you create your corner of the internet here on YouTube. I go live every Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So join the community, hit the subscribe button, and I also do Q&A and channel reviews. So if you want your channel reviewed, make sure that you know like how you're going to improve your channel so that when we all come back here next week, we can see everything that you've done to improve and get, step your channel up to the next level. All right, so JC, I don't think is here, so I think I'm actually going to go sign off and eat lunch, but it's been a pleasure. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next Friday, same time, same place. And yeah, take care, guys. Bye, everybody.